Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey G.
And today we are going to break down the very last track on Speak Now until we get to the vault.
Wow.
So the very last of the songs that we have known for the last decade. Today, we're talking about track number 16, Superman.
I can't believe we're already here.
I know.
It's kind of nuts.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So we just have this song and vault tracks left.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then it'll be time for 1989 Taylor's version.
Oh my God. And our party.
Yes, and our party. So if you haven't yet, go to the link in the description of this podcast. Get yourself a ticket to come to our fun costume party while we're celebrating 1989 Taylor's version.
We have so much to celebrate.
Yeah.
1989 Taylor's version, Halloween, 3 million downloads,
Mm-hmm.
Swifties, just like in general.
Yeah, we got a lot to celebrate. It's going to be a blast. So come in your best Taylor Swift costume or your best Eras Tour attire. We're going to celebrate 1989 Taylor's version, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be October 28th in Fort Worth, Texas at the Rooftop Cinema Club in Fort Worth.
And it's also the first time that we are going to have merch for our podcast, which is very exciting.
Woo!
Very, very, very exciting.
Not just merch, but merch designed by our very own Amy. And Anna, you weren't here on our other episode, but I did say you said this was your favorite piece that Amy's ever made ever.
Yeah, I love it. Well, because our logo that Amy designed is all the colors from the eras, right? And then she took the cover of 1989 Taylor's version and like morphed them together.
I did.
How
Great.
you guys stop?
And she added bats.
Bats
For Halloween.
instead of
For
seagulls.
Halloween.
Instead of seagulls.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I was gonna say Amy has to love all this extra, but no, it really is. It is so cool, and it's merch that you can only get at this party. And I think it's cool that Taylor picked Halloween weekend for 1989 release because I never need a reason to dress up, but sometimes other people do. And it's going to be a big Eras Tour attire and wearing all your cute outfits. And some people in this room may have bought several. We'll see. We'll see how the day goes. Costume changes, possibly, maybe, very likely.
They're sitting in my cart. I'm ready to purchase.
sitting in your cart?
They're sitting in my cart. I haven't purchased them yet.
Well,
Why
Lacey-
not? Because you're not 100% sure if that's
Yeah.
what
What
you're
if
gonna
I think of something better?
I think you're right. Taylor Swift did pick this weekend that we're throwing our party on purpose because she wants people to get together and have costume parties.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing.
Mhm.
She subtly told us that.
Mhm,
We
mhm.
hinted, or
We're
she
very
hinted to
excited.
us.
We're
Yes.
very, very excited.
She didn't drop a lobster in that announcement to us, but we got the message. We understood the assignment. So come join us. It's going to be so much fun. October 28th at 7 p.m. Early entry is 6 p.m. at Rooftop Cinema. And all the information on how to get your tickets is available where?
In the description of this podcast.
And also our Instagram at the
Mhm.
13 podcast. And if you have any questions about the event, just hit us up.
The 13 podcastparty.eventbrite.com. That's the number 13 podcastparty.eventbrite.com.
All right, now to Superman. And I can't remember if I've told this story or not, but it seems like a great reason to tell you guys that in junior high, my nickname was Superman with my girlfriend.
Was
Wait,
it really?
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
Blair, your girlfriend?
No, not my current wife. No, this was in 7th grade. It was with a girl named Laura, and she was just the love of my life at the time.
Stop.
I was about to say,
And-
okay, watch it, mister.
And she called me Superman. I called her Catwoman. And we would write notes to each other. And we sat at the same desk, but she was in a class. And then the next class period, I sat in the same desk.
Okay.
And so we would leave notes for
that's
each other
cute.
in the desks. And so somewhere, probably at my parents' house in the attic somewhere, I have a notebook of Superman and Catwoman letters
Oh,
That's
I love
adorable.
to each other.
that.
Yeah,
So when you hear the song, do you think of her?
a little bit.
Oh,
Little bit.
How's she doing now?
Can't tell. I have no idea. She moved away like the next year to a different school, and we just haven't kept in touch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does she still think y'all are together?
She does not. I mean, we're friends. We're friends on Facebook,
Okay.
and so I know she's got some kids and she's married and she seems very happy.
I
she
know
moved on.
Taylor in the lyrics, she thinks Superman's coming back.
I wonder if she's a Swiftie.
I don't know.
And
I
I
have
wonder
no idea.
I wonder if she thinks of you when she hears this song.
She probably does. She probably, I like to think I'm the one that got away from her.
Oh, okay.
You know, she
Yeah.
she thinks that about me.
Yeah.
So she probably thinks about me a lot.
Which
Nice.
it's funny to think about because whenever Taylor first started out, if you hear Tim McGraw, you think of me. And then us as not only Swifties, but loud Swifties because of this podcast, then people think of Taylor Swift and think of us. But then it's funny that a well-known Swiftie is now listening to Superman and thinking of his former love of life, not his end of love of life. Because Nick did end up marrying his sweetheart, but they weren't together from that early of an age.
Mhm, correct. Just a few years later, then I met.
Oh, okay.
Then
I
I
knew it
met
was
the
early.
real love of my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what
Yeah.
though? Assigning like a Taylor Swift song to a person is a tricky game. Like if you're in a happy relationship and you have like a happy love song that you think of with that person and then it doesn't end well, then every time you hear that song, you're gonna think, like it's a
I
tricky
know.
it's a tricky thing to do. And I remember when I told Ryan after we were already engaged and when Red Taylor's version came out and I was like, oh, Come Back Be Here makes me think of you, and he was like, is that good or bad?
I don't know.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I was like, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But it's a dangerous game to play.
It is.
Mhm.
So let's dive into some lyrics, shall we? Taylor starts off singing Tall, Dark, and Superman. He puts his papers in his briefcase and drives away. To save the world or go to work, it's the same thing to me. He's got his mother's eyes, his father's ambition. I wonder if he knows how much I miss him. How much on a scale of like 1 to 10, how important is a man's ambition?
Important.
Very important? Like,
Yeah.
is that a big
I
thing?
wouldn't
Like,
say
can that
it's-
be a deal breaker?
I wouldn't say it's the biggest thing,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to be married to some sloth.
Sure. That just doesn't have a plan,
No,
doesn't have any
just
hopes or
laying
dreams.
around,
Yeah,
mm-mm.
okay.
Yeah.
You need someone with ambition and desire, or maybe even just awareness. Like, I don't know how to do a lot of stuff, but I will pay someone to do it. I mean, like a handyman or something.
Yeah.
You know, if I have something I need done at my house, I will pay somebody to do it. But then other people say, I will get it done, and then never, ever get it done, but not allow you to maybe call somebody to come get it done. So there needs to be some sort of ambition in there. Someone, like, there's stuff that you have to take care of, and that doesn't mean that you're nagging. Like, the ceiling's coming down. Let's go ahead and take care of business right now. I'm just saying, for example. So somebody has to have some sort of ambition. If you can't do it yourself, know that you can get somebody else to do
Sure.
it and get that person to do it.
Are we getting a little peek behind the curtain here, Lacey?
I think we
To the
might.
previous relationship.
I mean, I didn't mean to, but I'm speaking, for everybody.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
for friends.
Yeah. I get
For
it.
a friend.
I wonder if he knows how much that I miss him. So when you guys are in love, do you actually miss that person when they go to work every day?
Yeah.
Like an actual miss? Amy, you've been married for a while.
Maybe not
Amy's
work.
Anna's a newlywed.
Amy's face.
Maybe not work, but if they go on a work trip for several days,
Uh-huh.
I miss that. I mean, I sleep really well when he's not
Yeah,
there,
right, but-
I still miss him.
But
Maybe it's just
he,
because
he packs his briefcase away, he drives away. Amy, he'll be back at dinner time. Are you
I don't think
having pains because you miss him?
that's not what Taylor's saying.
I know, but she says, I wonder if he knows how much I miss him.
I think my husband knows that I miss him, but I don't miss him when he's at work, when he's gone for 6 hours.
I do tell Ryan sometimes that I miss him when I'm next to him.
Really?
Sometimes.
I mean, I guess I am guilty of that. When you feel like there's this disconnect, like, what's going on here?
Oh, I
Yeah.
kind of just do it jokingly, like, miss you.
Oh.
Because it's like, you're right here.
No, I don't do
I
that.
just went to the bathroom.
Okay, so this speaks to my singledom, single, no kids. I love that feeling whenever I walk in the door and my dogs are really excited because they missed me and they're just
yeah.
excited and running around
Yeah.
and have their tail all wagging. Now, I think dogs have no like concept of time, because sometimes I'll just go across the street and be gone for 5 minutes and come back and they're like, oh my gosh, I miss you so much.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe I just need to leave my house more so I can get that feeling. But I love that feeling from the dogs.
It is very nice.
What if
Yeah.
your dogs don't give you that feeling?
Yeah, my dog doesn't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine either.
Mine will kind of just pop her head up off the ground. Is that you? Okay. And then lay her head back down.
They'll
Yeah.
do it to other members of the family, though, so
Yeah.
I think that hurts.
Yeah, my dog doesn't get up. He just like still just lays on the couch when I walk in. I was like, okay, miss you too, I guess.
So she says, I wonder if he knows how much that I miss him. I hang on every word that you say, and you smile and say, how are you? I'll say, just fine.
Fine.
Ooh, that's never the answer you want to
I
hear, is it?
know.
That's
How
never
are
the
you?
answer.
Fine.
I always forget to tell you, I love you. I love you forever. That's cute, I guess. I love you. I
Pretty-
love you forever.
Pretty straightforward.
Then she sings, I watched Superman fly away. You've got a busy day today. Hold on. What's she doing today? Why is she just worried about him?
She's
She's
in
got-
love.
I know, but she's got big things going on, and all she's doing is worried about this guy. Superman
got
fly
really,
away?
He's
I mean-
got a really important job.
I mean, if we're talking about Taylor Swift with someone else, Taylor's got a busy day also.
Oh yeah, 100%. But maybe she was free this day.
Yeah, that's true. You've got a busy day today. Go save the world. I'll be around. I'm here.
Taylor, hype
I'm here
yourself
when you need
up.
me. Yeah, I'll be
Girl.
around.
No, you're right. This has got like kind of a vibe.
Hype yourself up.
And I watched my Superman fly away. Come back. I'll be with you someday. I'll be right here on the ground when you come back down.
I guess
It's a
it's
little-
just.
A little desperate.
I guess it's
right?
just saying like I'll be here. You know when
I'll be here.
when you come back.
Yeah.
But
So,
this is young.
yes, this is very young. So, at this point in the song, what is like the status of their relationship? They're obviously full on committed, right?
I actually don't think so.
Are
I
they
don't
in a
think so
ha-
either.
So she's just hopeful that this is going to turn into something more serious.
It seems like she's pining away and she's watching him go out and be great day after day, and she's waiting on him.
Right. It seems like she's hanging back. She's holding herself back while he's doing great things. So she's saying like, "Hey, I'll take the back seat while you go do your thing, and then
You're making me dislike the song.
I'll see you when you get back." I just don't know. I've never really
Listen
dove
to it, like,
into this. I haven't
Yeah.
dived. I haven't
Divin.
dived. I haven't dove.
dove in. Surprise song.
Hey, you've never dived until you done this.
I've never really picked apart this song before.
Yeah. Did she perform this as a surprise song yet?
She has not. It's
She
one of
has
the few
not.
songs that's not has not been performed
Okay.
on the surprise set list. So come back. I'll be with you someday. I'll be with you someday. I'll be right here on the ground when you come back down.
I guess part of the reason that, because I said just now that you're making me dislike the song, I guess part of the reason why I'm not liking the messaging of this is because it's rumored to be inspired by John Mayer. And so that kind of
Right.
gives me like,
Oogie vibes.
yeah, just because we know how that played out.
So this must be, I wonder if this was written when a time where, because he kind of played games with her. So, you know,
Must have been early on.
yeah, early on, and she just had this big hope for the relationship still before it crashed and burned.
Yeah, it's definitely early, young, like hopefulness.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's fairy tale, but it's Prince saves the day fairy tale. It's Superman does everything right and comes back kind of fairy tale. And I think that's why I emotionally haven't related to this song. I like it, but it's just not my song that speaks to me like some of the others do.
It's not in your top
It's
tier.
yeah, and it is naive. I guess you can say now that it's naive, and this was something that she wrote younger. It's still a sweet song, and it may be applicable to other people in different situations, and then that's great. But for me personally, I just don't have a big personal connection to this song.
Well, if we thought this song might be rumored to be about John Mayer, let's see if this next verse might describe John Mayer, shall we? Tall, dark, and beautiful. He's
No.
complicated. He's irrational.
What, for real?
You don't think he's a good-looking guy?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh, okay. I think he is. Sorry.
But I hope someday you take me away and save the day. Yeah.
I have to say, My husband Josh has been stopped in the airport before asking if he's John Mayer.
Oh.
So I can't say that John
Whoa.
Mayer
Okay.
looks bad
All right, I
when
got you.
he's been
I got
asked
you.
if he is that person. That's the only reason.
I can see that.
I needed to say that before I get any hate mail.
I can see you.
I love that
can see Josh.
confession. I was just thinking he is the epitome of tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah.
I would not describe him as that, but I can see him. He is a good looking man by
Yeah.
standards.
I think
but then
I-
Josh, I meant that about John Mayer. Your husband is beautiful, of course.
Thank you.
Maybe I'm just bitter because I have disliked him as a person for years.
Sure.
So,
Amy's husband?
yeah.
You invited him to your wedding. How tall's Josh?
No, she invited me and I just brought him.
How tall's Josh?
He's 5'11" and 3/4. Until his 40th birthday, he got that other quarter
Sure
inch.
he
He
did.
is 6 foot.
Sure he did.
Doctor's convinced.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there's proof.
Well, John Mayer's 6'3",
Mm.
just so y'all know.
You just knew that off the top of your head?
I Googled it. Something in his deep brown eyes has me singing. He's not all bad like his reputation.
That reads
Mm-hmm.
John Mayer.
Mm-hmm. And I can't hear one single word they say. And you leave, you've got places to be, and I'll be okay. I'll always forget to tell you I love you. I loved you from the very first day. So she's with a guy that might have a little bit of a reputation about him, right? Again, another song where people are like, hey, you sure? You sure about this guy?
And that was the that last lyric, I loved you from the very first day. That was this hidden message in Dear John.
Oh.
So that's
Yeah.
why people
Mhm.
Right.
like make the assumption that this
Yeah.
was inspired.
I am curious, why Superman? I mean, Batman's a little bit more dark and has a reputation. So why not like
Because it doesn't roll off the tongue. Tall, dark, and Batman. It doesn't,
Okay, wait, hold on.
it doesn't
hold on.
have the same
now
amount
sing
of
it with
cinema.
Superman. Hold on. Let me listen. Sing it.
Tall, dark, and Superman.
Yeah.
It has more syllables.
Okay,
Super.
sorry, I brought it up.
Well, she did say, Taylor was quoted as saying, this is about, well, a guy as usual. This was a guy that I was sort of enamored with. This song got its title by something I just randomly said in a conversation. When he walked out of the room, I turned to one of my friends and I said, it's like watching Superman fly away.
Ah,
Oh.
there you go.
There you go. Yeah, it's not. Batman doesn't fly.
Mm-mm.
So
No, he doesn't. Well, he falls with style.
style, Taylor's version.
You always fall with style.
Style, Batman's version.
I'm bummed that we just learned what Lacey just said because I just pulled up a list of superhero names where I was going to see if these names would work instead. But
Well,
it's
let's
about
hear 'em
someone
anyway.
Flying away.
Green Lantern,
Spider-Man.
Deadpool.
Spider-Man would work.
Deadpool. That's only two
that's
syllables.
2 syllables. That wouldn't work.
Oh. I was just
Iron
naming-
Man. That's 3.
Okay.
Wolverine. That's 3.
Tall, dark, and Wolverine.
Ooh, I kind of like
Yeah.
that.
Captain America's too long.
Tall, dark, and Captain America. No.
Wonder Woman's too long.
Well, yes, too many
Fine.
syllables.
Ooh, Black Panther. That'd be cool.
Tall,
Black Panther
dark,
was not well
Black
known 10
Panther.
years ago, though.
What about your other love, Catwoman? Does
Oh, yeah.
Catwoman fall into this?
Catwoman. I mean,
You can make it work.
if we want to get the streets talking, she could sing about Catwoman. Anyways, back to the lyrics. Taylor goes in and says, I watched Superman fly away. You've got a busy day today. Go save the world. I'll be around. And I watched Superman fly away. Come back. I'll be with you someday. I'll be right here on the ground when you come back down. So she's just hanging around waiting for this guy. And I watch you fly around the world, and I hope you don't save some other girl. Don't forget about me. I'm far away, but I'll never let you go. I'm love struck and looking out the window. Don't forget where I'll be.
I do love that there is a very, like, when you go to the lyric video on YouTube, there's people that feel very passionate about this song. They're like, this is Taylor's most underrated song. Oh my gosh, it doesn't get the attention it deserves. And I agree. I think there's a lot of songs that don't get the attention they deserve, but I love seeing, like, there's songs that I feel passionate about, like Haunted, for instance, but I love seeing when other people are equally as passionate about other songs, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
And I can definitely picture her like singing this longingly looking out a window. She's watching Superman fly away and I'll be right here waiting. Anyways, right here, wishing the flowers were from you. Wishing the card was from you. Wishing the call was from you. So who's she getting flowers from that aren't Superman?
Really? That's a good
Right?
Oh.
So I'm here wishing the flowers were from you. So did she get flowers and a card
Or
and a
just
call?
I think it's just in general.
That's true, a fan.
Or just in general, she wishes that he would send her flowers and send her a card
That's
and
true.
call her. Like it's things that he's not. It's things that she's not getting from him.
Mhm.
Not necessarily meaning she's getting them from somewhere else, but just in general.
Because I've loved you from the very first day. I watched Superman fly away. You've got a busy day today. Go save the world. I'll be around forever and ever here. I watched Superman fly away. I swear I'll be with you someday. I'll be right here on the ground when you come back down. La la. La 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 when you come back down.
La 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 la.
And that's Superman. So she's waiting for someone who just maybe isn't quite ready to be with her at this moment.
Or
Is
maybe
that-
somebody that she puts up on a pedestal, right? Like somebody that, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, you just seem like such a cool person. You're busy. You got
Yeah.
things to do. You got to save the world. Like,
Mhm.
I think it's just lifting this person up.
Yeah.
And that is cool to think about the person you're into as like a superhero.
Yeah.
That's like really cool.
Yeah.
Like they can do anything. That's cool.
Do you remember thinking that your parents could do that?
Do anything.
Like, yeah, remembering whenever you're little and you think that your parents could do
Sure.
absolutely anything. And
Your
like,
dad is so strong.
yeah, ride to a new city and you're like, Dad, did you build that building? No, that's the Eiffel Tower. That's, whatever. No, I did not. I've seen little kids before, like whenever we would go to Houston and see the spaghetti highways and stuff. People would be like, oh, Dad, did you build this? I'm like, no, I've never even been to Houston before now. But just the way little kids' minds think like that. And I remember thinking my parents could do everything.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
All right, well, that does it for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Be sure to subscribe to us if you have not already on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on right now. And don't forget, check out the description of our podcast so that you can find the link and go get yourself a ticket to our awesome Halloween costume party that we are throwing in Fort Worth on Halloween weekend. It's going to be a blast, and we can't wait to see everyone there.
Woohoo!
Join us next time. We're going to start breaking down the vault songs. First, we're going to start with Electric Touch featuring Fall Out Boy.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.